I decided to transform a decommissioned cruise ship into a permanent land-based destination. After excavating a massive dry dock, we carefully lowered the vessel into place and reshaped the surrounding land so it blended naturally into the environment. The project became Hotel Next Home, a unique structure that feels both industrial and luxurious. Around it, I added landscaped gardens, fountains, and solar-powered parking areas to create a polished exterior. Inside, the original cabins were redesigned into modern hotel suites with upgraded finishes. Deeper within the hull, large open areas were converted into retail spaces and a reinforced lower level designed for extended stays, turning the ship into a fully self-contained complex. I began by carving out a massive star-shaped trench, carefully measuring and shaping each point to create a bold, geometric foundation. At the center, a military helicopter was airlifted into place using a heavy-lift aircraft, then anchored securely within the excavation. Once everything was aligned, I constructed a reinforced roof over the entire structure and buried it beneath layers of soil, restoring the surface so it looked completely natural and undisturbed. I really love this work. It is so fun. Above ground, I built a sleek glass-fronted A-frame cabin that blends effortlessly into the landscape, presenting itself as a simple luxury retreat. Inside, a concealed hatch in the living room floor reveals a ladder leading below. The helicopter interior has been fully reimagined, featuring warm wood paneling, integrated lighting, and a compact layout that balances advanced functionality with a surprisingly comfortable living environment. Hope that you will like it. I took a standard cargo vessel and repositioned it into a custom-dug trench along the coastline, carefully aligning it so the structure felt integrated with the surrounding landscape. After securing the ship in place, I stripped down portions of the hull and backfilled the area to create a smooth, natural transition between land and structure. What once was an industrial vessel became the foundation of a striking seaside estate. The standout feature is the ship's massive hold, which I transformed into a wrap, a round swimming pool encircling the central living space, creating a continuous connection with the water. Inside, the bridge now serves as a bright panoramic home office, while the lower levels are reimagined into spacious functional areas, blending utility with a refined modern lifestyle. Using heavy cranes, I carefully stacked and welded multiple shipping containers to form a striking multi-story home, planning each level so the structure feels both solid and visually balanced. The entire property is enclosed within a high-security perimeter, complete with a reinforced watchtower and a controlled gated entrance, giving it a strong, fortress-like identity while still maintaining a modern architectural edge. Clean lines and open spacing help prevent the exterior from feeling too industrial. Inside, I soften the steel framework with warm wood finishes, creating a contrast that feels both contemporary and inviting. Large openings, smart layouts, and layered lighting make the interior feel open and livable. Outside, I focus on long-term practicality by organizing dedicated storage zones and a separate container for preserving and storing supplies. The result is a space that blends modern design with resilience, offering both comfort and preparedness. In the backyard of a quiet suburban home, I take on a large-scale excavation, digging deep enough to house multiple structures beneath the surface. Into the pit, I carefully lower 2 semi-truck trailers along with a shipping container, aligning them so they connect into one continuous layout. After welding everything together for strength and sealing it properly, I bury the entire structure and restore the surface. Above ground, I design a peaceful stone path garden, complete with plants and decorative features that conceal hidden hatches. Below, the space opens into a long, functional corridor. I divide it into zones, including a compact kitchen, a bathroom, and a unique driving simulator setup that recreates the feeling of being on the road, turning the hidden space into both a living area and an experience. For this build, I focus on a radial layout, arranging 8 shipping containers in a circular pattern around a central core. Each unit is positioned with precision, so they connect like spokes in a wheel. After reinforcing the structure, I cover it with concrete and soil, restoring the surface with turf and landscaping. At the center, I place a 2-story container home on a rotating base, adding a dynamic element to the design. Above ground, the space appears clean and functional, with garden beds and solar panels integrated into the layout. Hidden beneath, however, is an extensive underground network. Accessed through a discrete hatch, each container serves a dedicated role, creating a highly organized system designed for comfort, storage, and long-term use.